So welcome back guys, it's me again, Percy with F1 Fan TV, and I'll be doing my Shanghai preview. Today I'm a little bit ill with a cold, so if I sound weird or different, that's why. So let's get started today then. So last week's win in Melbourne saw Sebastian Vettel in first, Lewis Hamilton in second, and Valtteri Bottas in third. So that puts the drivers' standing with Sebastian Vettel with 25 points in first, followed by Lewis Hamilton with 18 points, Bottas with 15 points, Kimi Raikkonen with 12 points, Max Verstappen with 10 points, Felipe Massa with 8 points, Sergio Perez in 6 points, Carlos Sainz with 4 points, Daniel Kvyat with 2 points, and in last, Esteban Ocon for Force India with 1 point, which puts the drivers' constructors with Ferrari on top with 37 points, followed by Mercedes with 33 points, Red Bull with 10 points, Williams with 8 points, Force India with 7 points, Toro Rosso with 6 points, and Renault, Sauber and McLaren with no points. So this weekend's Grand Prix will be held at Shanghai International Circuit, located in Jiangding. It's a 5.451 kilometer circuit with 16 turns and 2 DRS zones located here and here. The first DRS zone here is located at turns 13 and 14 with the detection zone just before turn 12 over there, while the second DRS zone is detected in zones between turn 16 and 1, which is over here, with detection zone just before turn 16, which is over there. So instead of me using Nico Rosberg's 2016 pole lap last year for a track preview, I decided to do my own using the F1 2016 game made by Codemasters, and I guess I'll do a quick little walkthrough. I'm no professional at talking about driving, but I'll tell you what I guess my thought process was, and you also get to see the track from a different perspective, albeit that is you know, if we get started, 1 second, there we go. So like I said, I was doing this myself. What else did I say? All assists are off for all you gamers out there, which I'll show just before reaching the start finish straight. And I wasn't going my hardest, I was just trying to show this on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, follow me there, where I post daily about Formula One, sometimes history, sometimes stuff leading up to the race weekend, which I'm doing this week, all stuff leading to the race weekend. And this was just a try-up. So approaching turn 1, braking just after the 50 metre board and gliding the car in as the car wants to go wide and you're trying to pull it in, but which helps with coming up to turns 2 and 3, obviously locking up there, and coming out of turns 3 right now and 4. Approaching turn 5 now and come up to turn 6, I brake on 100 metre balls all the way going down to gear 2, hitting the apex and trying to get the power on as early as possible. Now coming up to a sweep in turn 7, where just now I'll lift off so I can get that car coming in and just hugging the corner there. Turn 8 went a bit too wide, but bringing it back in. Now approaching turns 9 and 10, dropping down to gear 2 quickly just to get that car back in, coming out of turn 10 there, and approaching turn 11, which I brake round about the 100 metre board, go down to gear 2, quickly drop down to 1 and back to 2, which was a small mistake by me. Turns 12 and 13 here is quite hard because the car wants to slide out while you're trying to push the power in, so you have to wait a little bit until you get onto the straight here. And here's the first detection zone I was talking about between turn 13 and 14, which is just activated now. And approaching a long straight, braking between the 150 and 100 metre board, going down all the way to gear 2 and dropping down to 1 to hit that apex, bringing it back up to 2, putting the power on, sliding out there, just put too much power, and approaching the final corner, gear 4, gliding it through, and here's the second DRS zone I was talking about at the start, finish straight. So, last year's winner, as we all know, was Nico Rosberg in first, second Sebastian Vettel for Ferrari, and third Daniel Kvyat for Red Bull before he got moved to Toro Rosso. We all know Nico Rosberg's not going to be winning this year, and most definitely Daniel Kvyat's most likely not going to win this year. So we expect to see Sebastian Vettel right up on the podium, but I'll tell you my predictions later on. So the first race in Shanghai was held in 2004, with the winner being Rubens Barrichello in 2004 with Ferrari. Also for Ferrari, sorry, this is not very well. Also for Ferrari is Michael Schumacher, which was his last win in 2006 and his 91st win before retiring that very same year. He also holds the fastest record of a 1:32.258 in 2004 for Ferrari. I'm hoping that record will be broken. I was disappointed last time with no records be broken, especially when the pace at practice was significantly faster than last year. So all hopes being that this weekend records will be broken. Fingers crossed. I mean, we can only hope so, but time will tell, as I love saying. Keep messing this up today. What change? There we go. So this was the same place in Shanghai in 2012 where Nico Rosberg got his first win with Mercedes, and that very same day also was Mercedes' first win since 1955, which they then led on the team winning 4 more championships, and also Nico Rosberg being a champion last year. This was also the very same place where Red Bull got their first win back in 2009 with a 1-2 with first Sebastian Vettel, which was his second victory overall at that time, and his first victory with Red Bull. Second, Mark Webber, and third, Jenson Button, who was the champion that year in 2009. And Red Bull led on to win 4 more World Championships, all won by Sebastian Vettel. Obviously, he was a 4-time World Champion. Will he be a 5th this year? Only time will tell. So the most successful driver in the Shanghai International Circuit is Lewis Hamilton, with his win with 4 wins being in 2008, 2011, 2014 and 2015, with the most successful team being Ferrari, with their wins in 2004, 2006, 2007 and 2013. So, as I said, I was coming on to was my predictions for this race weekend. In qualifying, I predict Lewis Hamilton will be first, second Sebastian Vettel, and third Valtteri Bottas, with the winner being Lewis Hamilton, Valtteri Bottas is second, and third Sebastian Vettel. If you disagree with me, you can comment below and put your reasons why. I believe that's so because Valtteri looked really strong last year. He was catching up to Lewis Hamilton, so I think you'd want to prove a point this weekend. Lewis Hamilton would want to win after what happened last week. But whether he will win this weekend or not, I don't know. And also, Ferrari is just looking strong. I put them in third, believing that Mercedes are going to hit back hard after what happened last year, and they weren't happy, nor were their fans. Yeah, if you disagree, like I said before, comment why, who do you think will win, who's your top 3, and thank you for listening. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. If you enjoyed it, put a thumbs up. If you didn't, put a thumbs down. Explain your reasons why, help me make these videos better. And if you're not, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and yeah, subscribe here again. Thank you for listening, and peace.